The study I chose to evaluate is from Cosmopolitan, and the reason why I picked it was because I thought it would be a good example of how claims and validities can be wrong, especially with the things that we read most. Especially, let's say, since Cosmopolitan is on Snapchat and easily accessed on the computer, and most people read it for entertainment. I feel that that's one of the best examples to show how we can more accurately sift through information. So the article I chose was really short, but it was a study on how tilting your head makes a woman more attractive. I just thought it was interesting because it is the type of article to grab at the attention of a lot of people. And reading into it further, before I evaluate it, I'm just going to give you a brief summary of what it was about. So basically, the article claims that um, a woman tilting her head is more attractive to a guy because when she tilts her head, her face is more angled, and since most women are smaller, that kind of angle makes their faces look more symmetrical. Evaluating it, this claim, they imply a causal claim because they use the word makes. They imply that tilting the head causes men to be more attracted to them, and how the hypothesis is structured. But reading into the article further, they based their study on the Journal of Evolutionary Psychology, which I looked up, and the impact factor was 1.050, so not a very good journal. Um, and the study was a 2016 study. Also, evaluating it more, it does not illustrate causal claims because a lot of it is based on reading the article. A lot of it is based on intuition, saying that I think this makes more sense, even if it may not be backed up by statistics or actual evidence or even a research experiment. A lot of their claims are based on authority of imaginary researchers, meaning that there were no names given, no studies, or the article wasn't written by a professional or anyone in the field of psychology. It was written by a journalist. I'm not saying that journalists aren't effective people for communicating information. I'm merely saying that, let's say for psychology in particular, journalists may not have the best perspective as compared to a professor or someone who has a master's degree in that particular field. And then a lot of the claims were based on experience about how they were saying it worked for them and all these things, but sometimes it can be a fluke or if it's just another contributing factor. So evaluating it, the three criteria, covariance, um, it may not necessarily be that because one is caused by the other, so that let's say as A changes, B changes. So that's not exactly it's not actually accurate because let's say it may not be that um, a woman tilts her head and a guy is attracted to her. It could be that she reacts that way because she sees that the man is attracted to her. Also, looking at temporal precedence, A comes before B, like relating to what I said before. Maybe it could be the other way around. B comes before A. And then internal validity, like I was saying, that there's no alternative explanation for B for increasing attraction in guys. But there could be other things, like let's say if the girls are showing signals, or if the way they dress, or the way they talk, or you know, um, nonverbal cues. I feel like that could be also an alternative explanation. Or let's say if the guy was previously attracted to her already. So I feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be just because she tilted her head. There could be many other alternative explanations for that. Thank you.